about my mother's murder.
I have nothing to do with her death at all.
I know my father would never do nothing like that.
He used to beat her. He used to beat
your
her,
mother?
abuse her.
And before the show, you took a lie detector test, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who killed her?
And then I'm here to confirm about being a deadbeat dad.
You abandoned your children when they needed you the most. You weren't there for them.
I'm the one that been a father, so I'm the one when she ran away, went looking for her.
Their mother was brutally murdered, and nobody could get a hold of you.
He ain't been there for you. That's your way of getting back at him for not being there for you, to try to say he killed your mom. I hate you.
So you're gonna run away from your daughter? Your daughter's crying over there.
How do you know my mom did push the man lived on a street for a year to try to find out who killed your mom. I'm not sitting right here. I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't.
Why is that anger not directed at your father? You got your daughters hating each other because of you. You're the only living parent here. Your own daughter thinks you're involved in her mother's murder. The results of Eric's lie detector test. Did you have any involvement in Gloria's death? You answered no. And the results of those lie detector tests is that Eric Welcome to the show. My guest is Juanita. Juanita, why are you here today?
To confront my dad about my mother's murder. And
You think that your father murdered your mother?
yes, I think he murdered my mother. And then I'm here to confirm about being a deadbeat dad.
Being a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a shocking thing to think that your own father, you think that he had something to do with your mother's death?
Yes.
Why do you believe that?
Because he was doing drugs, he was running around, he got her on drugs. So I'm thinking that maybe he set her up. He didn't pay somebody their money. In exchange, he gave them her. He used to beat her.
He used to beat your
her,
mother?
abuse her. Beat her while she was pregnant. And we was around, we tried helping and hitting him with shovels and everything to get him off of her.
When's the last time you saw your father?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And how long ago did your mother, she was,
Murder.
the medical examiner says that your mother was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did that happen?
10 years ago.
10 years ago. And you ever able to ask your dad about it?
Every time I try asking him, talking about it, he always try to switch the subject.
And you're 17 years old now. You were a young girl when this happened. Losing your mother, especially in a violent way like that, has it affected you?
Yes, it affected me a lot. I was running away and everything and depressed and wasn't going to school, nothing.
Was your father there at all for you after your mother?
No, after 2 weeks after her funeral, he came. He came over 2 weeks after, and
He didn't go to the funeral?
He didn't even go to the funeral.
What did you hear about your mother's death?
I heard that she was beaten to death, and that she was beaten to death in the alley, and she was pushed out of a car.
And anybody ever arrested for this, or?
No.
And you believe that your father had something to do with it?
Yeah, I strongly believe.
And since then, what kind of relationship have you had with your father?
I have had no relationship with him. I don't talk to him.
Does he ever give you or your siblings any money, or?
No.
He's just.
He takes money from us.
He takes money from you?
Yeah.
How does he take money from you?
He asks, okay, let me borrow a couple of dollars, knowing that we just got some money or something. And he'll spend it. He's like, I'll give it back. Does he take it?
And what does your father, does he work? Does he do anything?
Oh, now he's working. Now he's working. He got his own apartment and everything. And he still can't do nothing. It's like the kids got nobody to depend on.
You have siblings, right?
Yeah.
And you have one sister, Nora?
Yeah.
And how's your relationship with her?
It's been downhill ever since I, got into all the bad stuff I was doing. It went downhill.
What kind of bad stuff were you getting into?
Like running away, drugs, and
You were doing drugs too?
drinking. Yeah.
Have you able to straighten yourself out, or?
Oh yeah, I straightened myself out. This is my last year of high school, and you know I plan on going to college. I'm a CNA now. I'm planning on doing things in my life.
So I'm told you're upset with your sister. Why are you upset with Nora?
Because I don't understand why she's here with him when it should be.
She's
She
here.
should be-
She's taking your father's side of the story,
Yes.
and that upsets you.
Yes.
And why does that upset you?
Because she know and I know the things that we done went through with him.
And you say this relationship between your parents was really violent. Did you witness the violence?
Yes.
I mean, it sounds like you did. You're saying you as kids were picking up shovels and.
Hitting him with it, trying to get him off my mom.
Do you want a relationship with your father?
Yeah, I want a relationship with him. I
Why?
do. I want to try to work something out.
But if you really truly believed he
I
murdered your
believe-
mother,
Yeah, I believe that he did it, and if it come back that he didn't, then I want to try to at least try to fix it if I could. Try to make.
how would you
little
fix
things.
it?
Counseling.
Could he step in at this point? Could he be a father? I mean, everything that you said, it's like, it just sounds like a violent guy that's just coming in and out of your life.
Like a revolving door. No, I don't. It's not. I don't think so. It's not gonna work. But
You'd like to have somebody in your life.
Yeah, but the thing, no, I have my grandmother in my life. That's the person that's been there for me. So
You've had somebody then.
yeah,
And if you could have anything happen today, what would it be?
for me to find out everything, the truth,
You'd like your
I would
father
like
to
the
come
truth.
clean to you.
come clean. I want everything.
All right, well, let's bring out your sister and let's hear what she has to say.
Why would you say something like that about your own father, though?
What is you
Why would you
saying?
think that he
Nora,
has something to do with
do.
this? No,
He
he
might
don't.
have something to do
What?
with
No,
it.
he don't.
Yes,
It
yes,
ain't
he
no
do.
might. You
Yes,
you
he
just
do.
want attention.
No, I
That's
don't
all
want
you
attention.
want.
I don't want
yes,
attention.
Yes, it is what it
I want the
is.
truth
All
to
you
come
want.
out.
There ain't no
That's
truth.
what I want.
Ain't
Don't
nothing
be
about
in
it.
denial.
Don't bring that up.
Don't be in
no,
denial.
Don't put
I'm
that
not-
on your
no.
dad. I ain't trying to say he was a good dad or nothing like that.
wasn't no
but
good
he,
dad.
No, but he,
He
but
didn't
don't,
do
no.
nothing for you.
But don't sit right
You know,
there. Was you right there,
you
little
gonna
girl?
feel
No, you was
stupid.
not.
You
No, you
gonna
was
feel
not. You was
stupid.
not right there. How would you know? You was a little girl at the time. Yeah.
Now, you hear your sister come out, both of your young girls, when you lose your mother, to a violent death, right?
Yes.
She's under impression that your father either did it or had something to do with it because of his actions. And you feel completely opposite?
No, I know my father would never do nothing like that. She just want attention.
Why do you think, here's your chance now. Why do you think that he had nothing to do with it?
Because my father, every time he looked at a picture of my mom, he cries. Every time her birthday comes up around December, he cries. He brings her up, he cries. My dad and my mom, they loved each other. I don't know why
Okay,
would
he
she would
loved
say
him.
something like that.
Hold on. Well, she tells stories of that your father was very violent to her.
Is that true?
Is it true?
Yes, they fought a little or whatever, but the way she put it, no, it didn't go like that. Both of them, they argue and they push each other and everything, but no, it was no
you're
punch, beat
saying
up or nothing.
No shovels beating your father
no,
off.
no.
Yes, it was.
Why you say that she's doing this for attention?
Because that's all Juanita ever does. She's been doing it for years for attention. Everything she done did has been because of attention.
And your relationship with your father is?
It's okay, but it's not all that. I'm not close with my dad like that.
She says he's, hasn't been a good father, been a deadbeat. And your feelings about him as far as being a father?
It's like, I talk to him and I tell him, yeah, you need to pay attention more and you need to stop trying to be a friend to your kids and start being a real father. You have not been around. You need to start trying to be there. And I tell him that.
And what does he say to that?
My father, he just it's like it's go through one ear and out the other.
Did you know if your parents were on drugs?
Yes, they were.
Both of them?
Yes.
Is it possible when you're involved in drugs that, maybe a deal gone bad. Who knows? You hear about it all the time in the news. Somebody stiffs somebody, they come back, they get somebody.
First off, my dad was nowhere around. My dad was nowhere around at all to know anything. My mother wasn't in contact with him at the time.
So they were like split up.
Yeah, they split up. He was somewhere and she was somewhere.
Now your dad, he took a lie detector test before the show.
Yes.
And what if it comes back and he fails this test?
It'd just be a shock, but I know he wouldn't fail it because I know my
it'd be a
dad
shock,
wouldn't do
but
nothing like
would it
that.
change your feelings at all, or?
Yes, it would. I look at him in shock, like, why would you do something like that? But I know my father. He would never do
Or
that.
be involved in any way.
Yes, I know my father. He wouldn't do that.
So you're saying
he might
you
not
don't
been a
know your
good
father,
father.
but he ain't been
He might
around
not
your
have
whole
been a
life.
good father, but he
What are you
loved my
talking
mom.
about?
I know that.
Now,
They love that much to be hurt, right?
Here what I'm a little confused about is you both kind of agree that he hasn't been the best father to you. If the two of you and your sisters, you're so close in age, how come you guys can't make it work? You both lost your mother at a young age. Your father hasn't been around. I would think more than anything that you would find time for the family that you have remaining. She's kind of, I think she's hurt. Maybe she wants the attention, but maybe it's the attention of an older sister that she wants.
Well, so I'm not gonna go. I'm sorry, but I gotta go to school. I have a life to deal with right now. I done dealt with her I'm back in the past and everything. I can't do it no more. I'm not putting myself in that position anymore. I'm not doing it.
So what are your feelings towards your sister?
What's my feelings
Yeah,
towards
what's
her?
your feelings?
I love my sister.
Okay. All I'm saying is I think it's a shame that you can't reach out to each other. You can't be sisters. There's no reason for you not to be
I would have a
loving
decent
sisters.
relationship with Nora. I would love to. She just don't know how. She just don't know how. You just everything.
Now, Juanita, do you base your allegation on any kind of evidence? Somebody saying something to you? Anything at all besides just a feeling?
I just got that feeling that he had something to do with it.
He couldn't have been involved. He was not around to be able to do something like that. Well, if she had a problem, if she never mentioned this about anybody in this family ever.
I mentioned it.
You're just really ridiculous.
No, I'm not ridiculous.
Yes,
I'm
you
trying to find
is.
the
You,
truth.
yeah, you're trying to find some
ridiculous.
attention. That's what
No,
you're trying
ain't
to
nobody
find.
trying to find no
Yes,
attention.
you
I'm
is.
trying to find
yeah,
closure
okay, well,
for all
sure.
of us.
Yeah.
For all of us.
You have a lot of hostility towards your sister, though.
Yes, because she done did so much stuff in life to mess me up.
Okay,
She done
that's
did
all
so
you
much
got.
stuff
That's all
in
you
life
got.
to
That's
hurt
all you
me.
got.
I'm tired of
You ain't
dealing
came
with
to me.
it.
Hold
You
on,
ain't came
hold
to
on.
me.
Hold
You
on,
been trying to
hold on.
solve it.
What I want to do is I want you to ask you to leave the stage for a second. I'm going to talk to you. I'll bring you back out, okay? Just tell me calmly, what did she do to you?
Juanita done ran away. She had me hurt. She ran away. I never knew where she was at. I thought she was gonna die or get killed or something out there. We never knew what happened to her. She could have been dead somewhere in the alley or something, somewhere. Run away, not going to school, skipping school, making me miss school because she lying, saying stuff about just Juanita is just ridiculous. I just don't want to deal with it no more.
I know,
I already
but
got
here-
enough stress. I don't need her more to add more to it.
Have you seen any changes there that now she's not running away? Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me that she's trying to reach out to you.
Well, if she was trying to reach out to me, she could have talked to me on the phone and talked to me, called me or something.
She's
She
here
don't never
now.
call. She don't.
She's here
She
now.
always tell me, I'm busy, I gotta go to work and da da da. But I
Nora, she's here now. Does that mean anything to you, or?
it's just the way she's here is not good to me because
You know what? Her mother died when she was a young girl. Let's hope your dad passes the lie detector test. It gives your little sister some closure, and she can move on with her life.
Well, I know my father passed the test. I know he will pass the test.
Go out. Oh, bring her back out. I want to bring your Juanita back out. Let's bring Juanita back out. Explain to your sister why you felt the need to do this today. Why don't you tell her why you need this?
Because I want to find out what happened to my mommy. That's been on my head for years.
Well,
For
then
years.
you should have came
Yes.
at that at a different way. You could have came at that in a totally different way. Not your father. Don't come at your father because you feel bad that he hadn't been there for you. Don't
That's
say
not the
something.
only
Don't
reason.
say he did something like that bad. Yeah, you can say he ain't been there, but don't never say
No,
he
that-
killed your own mom. You could have went at him in a whole totally different way.
Nope. How he know about
Child support or
how he
something,
know,
do something
how he
else
know,
besides
how he
that.
know about my mommy rolling out of a car? How you know my mom get pushed
The
out of a
man
car?
lived on a street for a year to try to find out who killed your mom.
No, I don't
yes,
believe
there
that.
is.
No, I
oh
don't
my
believe that.
gosh, how
I
would
don't
you
believe
know?
that.
He can take a
that.
lie detector to that thing, and then he will
I
pass
don't
it.
believe that.
I'm going to ask both of you to leave the stage. I'm going to bring your father out, and at some point we'll bring both of you out. All right, let's bring Juanita and Nora's father out. Let's bring Eric out. How you doing, Eric?
How you doing, son?
How you doing? Now, at one point, you know, your daughter's here today, both saying that, one, right off the bat, that you haven't kind of been there for them. They both, let me finish, 7 and 9 years old, they lose their mother to a violent death. Your one daughter says, no way in hell is dad involved in this. Your other daughter says, I got a feeling somehow because my dad was involved with drugs or whatever, he was involved in my mother's death. She feels that way. She's got no evidence, not based on anything. And before the show, you took a lie detector test, right?
Yes, sir.
And we'll get to those results. Did you have anything remotely possible with your wife's death? Did you have anything remotely possible with your wife's death?
No, I did not have nothing to do with my wife's death. My wife was the love of my heart.
She was the love of your heart.
Yes, she was.
Now, both of your daughters have said you had been violent with your wife.
Push up, but not violent enough to be hitting.
So you weren't punching her,
No.
slapping her?
No.
And were you both under the use of drugs at the time?
Marijuana.
That's it?
Yes.
So you're with your wife, right? And how many children did you have with her?
Total 5.
5 children with
Yeah.
her. And how would you describe the relationship? Good, bad?
Up and downs.
And at the time,
But still, that still was my love of my heart. I
still-
always loved her with all my heart.
and at some point when she was murdered, where were you? Like, were you
We separated.
and you were just gone, or
Yeah, I was just gone.
were you in the city still, or
I was still in the city.
you find out your wife, the love of your life, has been murdered, right?
Yes.
Has to be shocking to you.
Hurted me pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you attend her funeral?
I didn't find out till after the funeral.
You didn't find out till after the funeral.
After the funeral.
Nobody picked up the phone. None of your children.
Was nobody
No
wait?
relatives. You didn't see a newspaper, the news, nothing.
Nothing.
And how long ago? How long after her murder did you find out?
A week, 2 weeks after her murder,
And so the funeral was over with.
the funeral was over with.
Did any of your children know how to find you?
No, not really. They were too young.
How old was your oldest at the time?
My oldest was probably about 11, 10.
You're telling me your 11-year-old daughter didn't have a phone number, a way to contact you?
I did not get touched.
Why wouldn't you have a way for your children to contact you? You're their father. You just, there's no way to get a hold of Daddy if you need me, if you really need me, if God forbid something bad happens, this is how you get a hold of me?
I never left them no way for them to get in touch with me.
That's pretty cold, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Since your wife's death, have you done anything, the love of your life, have you done anything to find out who
Yeah,
did
I
this?
was out there a year trying to find out who killed her.
And how were you trying to do that?
Going through her friends that she used to go hang out with and stuff like that, but they never gave me no information.
Everybody just said nothing.
No, they just ignored me.
Is it possible any kind of drug use was involved in her death?
Probably, I guess so.
Were you ever questioned as a suspect?
Yeah, I was.
And you were clear?
Right sure I found out that the detectives were looking for me.
And so you went in, you got interviewed?
So I went in and cleared myself.
And from the time you broke up to the time of her death, how long of a time frame was that?
A month.
A month? Since now you lose the love of your life, the mother of your children. It's been 10 years. Why haven't you been in your children's lives?
Because after I lost her, I really wasn't thinking right. wasn't in the right track.
Yeah, but if you're not the one taking care of them, who's going to take care of your children?
Well, the grandmother had them. She took custody of them.
I understand,
Okay.
and thank God for that woman that she took your children in and she's taking care of them. But you as a father, you have no feelings towards that? I mean, all I'm hearing is you're not. Yeah, but I keep hearing not a good dad, borrowing money from your children. Why do you need borrow money from your children for?
No, I was borrowing money probably just for a couple of dollars for gas.
I don't care what you were borrowing. You borrow money from your children. Have you ever been a good father?
Not really. I can admit that.
Is there anything preventing you now, today, from being a good dad?
No.
So why don't you be a good dad?
I'm there. That's the reason I moved from where I was to be with my kids.
When's the last time you talked with Juanita?
December.
So it's been
April, really, April the 1st.
But before that,
Before that, December.
Well, let's bring Juanita out. She wanted to talk to you. Let's bring her out and hear what she has to say.
Okay. What's up, baby?
I can't stand you. I hate you for what you did and what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You hurting all of us, and you know that. Where was you at with my mommy and daddy?
I was nowhere around her, I know that.
Where have you been? Do you even know how old I am now?
Yes, I do.
Do you know anything about me? No, you don't, because you don't try. You don't even try to find out.
You don't try. Somebody try.
No, you the father. You the father. You try to get in touch with your child. You the father. You the father. Yeah, you try to get in touch with me. You try to make some type of effort. If you think that I'm not trying to be there, you try to make that happen. If you really want to be in my life.
I do want to be in your life.
If you really do.
You know, Eric, here's your daughter, and she comes out, you haven't seen her forever, and you don't get up to give your daughter a hug. You don't get up and say, I'm sorry for what I did, I'm going to try.
No, I don't want no hug from you.
All right, then.
Boy, that's effort, man.
Hey.
That's effort.
It's to take somebody to tell you to get up and hug your daughter. It shouldn't even take that.
Do you feel comfortable sitting down while your daughter's standing there crying?
Hey, that hurts me.
Well, you know what? Get your ass up out of my chair. Come on. Get up. Get up. You're gonna run away from your daughter?
Look, I'm
You
not
must
here
be
to,
good at it because you've been doing it for 10
I'm not here
years.
to argue and fight with nobody, okay? I want to get an understanding.
Fight for your daughter. You're not gonna argue and fight. Your daughter's crying over there.
Baby, I love you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
If
I
you
do.
did, you would have been done tried something a long time ago. A long time ago. Where was you at to even pick me up, when I ran away? That was your time to run in and be daddy. Save your daughter. Why you didn't do that?
At least I tried to come at you. What you said, you always ignored me. You ignored me and did not want to listen to me.
No.
Yes, it was like that, and
no,
you know that perfectly well. Yes, it was.
No, it was not like that. It was not like that. I wanted you to come and find me, but you didn't. You didn't. You talking about?
How can I, when I was way in Chicago?
You make a way to come get your daughter.
had-
You way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It your
You
back.
think I was not worried about you or what?
If you was that worried,
Huh?
you would have found the way. You would have found the way. You thinking, is you not thinking like, oh, she might be hurt or something? You that worried, then come and find me then. If that's how you feel. But you didn't feel that way.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not, because you did not put no
Yes,
effort
I
in
did.
trying to.
Yes, I
And
did.
you the one that made me do all this. 'Cause ain't nobody in my life.
Me?
Wasn't
I
nobody-
made you do this.
There ain't nobody.
Yeah, you know what?
trying
I
to
got to
do it.
say, yeah, you're responsible because you're the father. And she's a young girl. Maybe you didn't make her and force her, but you know what? You didn't do anything else. You didn't make sure she didn't run away. You didn't make sure that she was going to school, that she was doing the right things. You weren't being dad. Their mother was brutally murdered, and nobody could get a hold of you. The police couldn't even track you down. You're responsible. That's your daughter, and because you weren't around, she made mistakes. Who the hell was there to help her? Her mother was killed. You weren't around. Your own daughter thinks you're involved in her mother's murder. You're the only living parent here. Mother's been gone for 10 years. You're daddy. Daddy hasn't been around. Maybe that's why she ran away, because she wanted daddy to come save her. Daddy wasn't around. Maybe if I run away, daddy will get concerned and show me some attention. Did you go find your daughter? Did you even know that she was gone?
Yes, I did know she was
Did you
gone.
go look for her? Did you go look for her?
No, sir.
Why wouldn't you go look for
I
your
was
daughter?
keeping in touch with the family to find out what was
You
going
were
on.
keeping in touch with the family. You'll go look for this alleged murderer of your wife, but you won't go look for your daughter that's still alive, that's out there? Anything at all you want to say to comfort your daughter?
Did I love her? Okay, sorry.
Easy to say.
You don't care about me.
Yes, I do.
You don't care about none of your kids.
Yes, I do.
Just if you did, you would do something about it. You got a job and you can't afford nothing for them. Your daughter asked you to buy her a $5 school ID, and you can't even get that, and you just got paid that day. And you telling me you love your kids? $5 ain't nothing.
What you want to do?
What you mean what I want to do? It's what you got to do.
Well,
It's what you
I
need to do.
I had no problem with that.
Now, you got a brother in the audience?
No, I have an uncle in the
You have an
audience.
uncle.
Yes. This is my mother's brother.
This is your mother's brother. So you want to stand up? And why is all his kids living with the grandmother?
At the time, him and my sister both was on drugs. It wasn't no marijuana.
Yeah, well,
No, it wasn't no marijuana. It was not marijuana. Not marijuana when you leave your kids alone. And my mama got to be the one to take care of them. When I got to be a father. I'm the one that been a father to him. I'm the one when she ran away, went looking for her.
How does it feel for another man to stand up here and say, I had to be a father to your children?
not right. Not
But
good.
it doesn't seem like it bothers you.
It does bother me.
Really?
It sure does.
How
Why-
bad does it bother you?
Bothers me very much.
I mean, can you fill us in on what drug do you think it was?
I think it was crack.
No.
The other thing is, Juanita, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud. I'm proud of you because regardless of all that you done been doing, all the things that you done did in the past, yes, it was hard when my niece ran away. It was tough on the family. But she straightened up. She started going to school. She done got her CNA. She's working now, and she got plans on going to college. So I'm proud. And as a father, the first thing you should have said to your daughter is, I'm proud of you, because you know that she done did those things.
I know that.
See that right there makes you not look like a father. And I say, maybe you and my sister got together young, and y'all got started on those drugs and that crack cocaine young. But now it's now. The past is the past. What you doing now? You not doing nothing now, man. My kids gonna always know who their father is. What I'm looking at is when you gonna step up to the plate and be a father.
I am there.
It's a choice. Huh? It's a choice. So you can change if you want to.
I am
They
there.
say you can't teach old dog new tricks. It's up to that dog to teach itself.
Can you step over here for a second? Just step right over here. You came here, you wanted him to take a lie detector test about the allegations. You say that you have a belief inside you that he might have some involvement. Here's a young woman that needs somebody to stand by her, and I think you're a good person to stand by her for these results. Take notes. Take notes. Because that's how a father acts right there. Let's bring out your other daughter, Nora. She might be interested in these results also.
I'm gonna hug him.
The results of Eric's lie detector test. You were asked, did you physically abuse your ex-girlfriend, Gloria, during your 6-term relationship? The mother of these 2 young women, right?
Yes.
You answered no. Did you have any involvement in Gloria's death? You answered no. Are you protecting anyone involved in Gloria's death? You answered no. And the results of those lie detector tests is that Eric told the truth. Now, you were further asked, did you get Gloria hooked on any drug other than marijuana? You answered no. Do you know who murdered Gloria? You answered no. Do you know more about Gloria's death than you are telling? And you answered no. And the results of those lie detector test results are that you're not telling the truth.
No, I don't think so. It's impossible. 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 I wouldn't do nothing with her death. I would do that with my heart.
Do you know who did it? Do you know who killed her?
Do I know who killed her?
Do you know who killed her?
No, I do not.
Nora, how do you feel about your dad failing that part of the test? He passed some questions, but he failed the others.
Is unbelievable, and why would it be false? Why would it be a lie? Why would you lie if it's?
I have no reason to lie. I have nothing to do with my wife. I wouldn't have hurt her for nothing in the world.
Do you know who murdered your...
No, I do not.
Do you know more than you're telling us?
No, I do not
but
know.
You failed that on the test.
I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Nah.
How did you were able to pass the other questions?
I have no idea. I have nothing to do with her death at all.
I know you don't. You're saying you don't have anything to do with it, but do you have any knowledge?
No, I do not.
Wouldn't you owe that to your daughters, not being a good father, maybe clearing it up? Pass what information you have on so your daughters can go on and live
I don't
their
have
life?
no influence at all.
Juanita, anything you want to say to your father?
Ooh, you dumb. I hate you. You know, you a liar.
I don't know nothing.
I don't want nothing to do with you until you tell the truth.
I can't know nothing I can say because I don't know. Have nothing to do
Tell
with
the
her death.
truth. That's all you need to do.
I am telling
tell
the truth.
You lied. That chat said you lied. You lied.
You abandoned your children. When they needed you the most, you weren't there for them. When your daughter ran away and she wanted you to come rescue her, you made no effort. You didn't even attend the mother of your children's funeral. So is it anything in your life that you could say, believe me, I'm a stand-up guy. Look what I've done in my life. Give me the benefit of the doubt. There's nothing that anybody on this stage has said anything about you, including yourself, have said anything where we could believe one word that comes out of your mouth.
You believe it?
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be bothered with you. Don't say nothing to me. I'm not sitting right here. I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't. I want to
that.
I don't care. I don't even either. No,
You know
I
what?
don't care.
What I don't
care.
get.
I don't care. I don't care.
Hold on.
Stop,
What I don't get is you're so hostile towards her.
Why do you hate me?
Here this guy
What did I
fails.
do to you?
Hold on, Juanita. Why is that anger not directed at your father?
You gonna talk on this show.
No, we ain't. I'm grown. I ain't got to talk to you. No, I don't.
That's
You
why
know
we
what?
got
You
into
are
it
grown,
last
so
time.
get your ass off my stage. No. Hey. The reason why I want you to stay on stage because I want to ask you. This was your sister, right? You hear that the man that she was involved with, he comes out here. He basically abandons your sister. He abandons his children as her brother. How does that make you feel?
I'm speechless, you know, because basically don't want to say anything to incriminate myself. But with that said, you know how I feel.
I don't have nothing to do with your sister's death. I don't have nothing to do with her death at all. I was nowhere to where around to be even around for that to happen.
Why you can't look us in the eyes, then?
I am looking in your eyes.
The good thing is you got somebody that loves you and does take care of you. Take her and keep being the role model in her life. Thank you. You can take her off stage. Thanks for coming on, man. I hope this helped you a little bit, okay? Good luck to you, okay? Good luck to you. I will never get, I could do 1,000 of these shows, and I never know how men could stand on a stage and just so blasé say, I wasn't there for my kids. You got to live with it. Those are your kids on my stage crying. Those are your children that have no relationship with each other because you haven't been involved in their life. You got your daughters hating each other, sisters that don't like each other because of you. That's what you did. That's what you've accomplished in life, not being there for your kids. I hope you can live with yourself. Get off my stage.